Could be the most popular person on the planet. Keywords. Right now. This is a marathon, brother, not a sprint.
It's actual right now, he could be the most famous individual on Earth catchphrases right now. This is a long-distance race sibling, not a run, and assuming you figure Andrew Tate will have an ounce of pertinence in 2023, you are unfortunately mixed up. Sibling Logan's a specialist of the Lattice. Logan sold his spirit totally and totally. He's a deceitful individual. He's a liar. He says whatever he's told to say. He's a OS2 kid for the framework. He's in a real sense a special. List. That is who Logan is since Andrew Tate broke the web with this new meeting on George Janko's digital recording. The whole web has been examining it, and how extraordinary of an episode it was, albeit many individuals have been connecting Logan Paul in the circumstance with posts like expert. Class of a meeting. George, you just went into the sanctum and went eye to eye with the top G and made him rethink his very own portion values, and he has shown you a few significant examples too. You have progressed significantly from attempting to find a place with Logan. I love the excursion and value the methodology you have brought to the table. Gratitude for the propelling words, man. I recall when Logan Paul derided George for making his own digital broadcast. Nothing is superior to a decent dark horse story. Been following since episode 1. So glad for you. George truly interfaces with the visitor and gets on a more learned level. Logan involves everybody's substance and entertainment as every one of you. You know, Logan Paul and Andrew Tate don't precisely have the most considerate history with one another, and one scandalous second, which unquestionably empowered George Janko to have Andrew Tate on his web recording, was when Logan Paul marked George various slurs when he endeavored to safeguard and root Tate at the time, which remembering was the point at which he was prohibited of everything, so George faced an enormous challenge, even openly supporting him. Ton of the he says not self-evident. You're a bigoted, homophobic Christian. Clearly you really do. No, quiet down, shut up, stop, and you disdain ladies. You think ladies are substandard compared to men. That person's the all are both off base, and he's very much like I'm on the tee, Tit, and I go give me some. Disdain ladies, you disdain gays, and you're bigoted. Obviously you like Andrew Tate. You scumbag. Tate would have certainly recollected that, and it's the reason he allowed George Janko an opportunity to talk with him out of regard, and is the reason it has performed well. The reality it has north of 6 million perspectives in only a couple of days is crazy for a digital broadcast, and it's not even the full thing. Section 2 to the digital broadcast drops tomorrow. Ensure you buy into the channel and turn on the post notice ringer. This way you won't ever pass up any future VIP recordings like these. George's exhibition on the Andrew Tate digital broadcast is so unique in relation to his unique job on Rash, when he should be the comical one who might be the brunt of the joke. However, at that point could mess around about it. Plainly not his strength in podcasting. On Incautious, he was a long way from arriving at his maximum capacity, and they were seriously hindering him, since they would steadily eliminate him off the show on the off chance that he raised religion. Concluding he was doing a lot of yesterday, some behind-the-scene film from the web recording got delivered, and it's fascinating to see, as at one point it seemed like George Janko discussed in any event setting it up on YouTube. I don't have any idea where I will deliver this one cues. I would rather not cut any of that out. I need to leave everything so I could hit someone from an alternate real time featured to be straightforward. Brother, YouTube lashed out at me for some, and presently consistently I've receiving messages saying, hello man, they're not showing us your recordings. Why brah? There you do it for Thunder. Yet Thunder have been great to me, cause when I was most restricted, like the level of ban, they're similar to incompatible. Let me get out anything I desire. What is your opinion about Kick? Is controlled by Kick is upheld by betting. Right. It's upheld by stake, and assuming that you will be on Kick, you need to do a lot of betting. I figure I don't bet at all. Neither do I. Fortunately, he wound up presenting it on his channel. Any other way it could never have assembled the consideration it has in such fast progression, albeit elective stages are great. There's no way you would get 6 million perspectives in several days on a digital broadcast elsewhere. So virtual entertainment clients have paid heed to Andrew Tate because of his authentic sentiments on different subjects as a result of his shameless perspectives on progress, connections, and manliness. Despite the fact that his perspectives habitually flash debate, his sizable fan base proposes that many individuals find His thoughts convincing George Janko posted a video on Twitter that shows him conversing with his life partner and discussing his thoughts about TAP as opposed to relying just upon reports and others' viewpoints. Janko focused on the benefit of doing one's own review and drawing one's own decisions. He stressed the worth of moral standards and advanced decisive reasoning. There's such countless individuals that surface to me, and you were one of them in the first place. You're similar to, nah, I don't. With Andrew Tate, and I said, give me one thing you could do without about him. Gracious. He's corrupting to ladies. Fine. Give me one thing he said that is debasing to ladies. You're simply falling off of your choices of what others think. I had just seen clasps of that side of him. I hadn't truly watched myself what he truly needs to say. And what did I tell you? I said hello. Get your work done for yourself, assess your ethics and his ethics, and afterward adjust them, then pursue your choice. Don't run with what another person hears and says, and afterward come to me as your accomplice. I go, you assemble awful data and afterward gave it to me. You harmed our home. Don't offer that might be of some value a company and end that you made all alone, and afterward we'll examine it. And he talking that total truth. These days the web are sheep with regards to shaping suppositions about web-based figures. They will see one clasp outside any connection to the subject at hand and expect the individual is a inish slime ball, like how Logan Paul was being with Andrew at the time. He was spewing focuses that held no weight at all. Before we go any further into the video, what are your folks' legitimate contemplations? Pretty much all of this has Logan Paul persuaded the option to be frantic that Andrew Tate went on George Janko's digital recording, or would it blow up as the pair have clearly continued on from one another's lives? Remarked down underneath when Andrew Tate was at first basically prohibited off the web. He then, at that point, showed up on the full send digital broadcast and was gotten some information about his scratch-off and figures like Logan Paul position on it. The auxiliary all counteracted they cames. He's perilous. His way of talking is hazardous and just totally cucked out for the foundation. Brad, we said that, no doubt we said that we felt that Logan needed to do that. Obviously he hung on yet. You think somebody truly told Logan, hello, this is what you really want to do? Yes, I think it was YouTube. I figure it might have been his supervisor, his director. YouTube, who can say for sure? Who do you take that individual? Or you're very much as I don't think about it literally, on the grounds that I don't have a clue about the person. By and by, the network has chosen to character kill me. They discharged each shot at me. Do you believe they won't stay there and go while they slug? So we have the HA, who's his essential crowd. Which cuck do we have who's submits to each word we say, who additionally is some way or another stood by listening to by a portion of his folks? Logan go to a digital broadcast. Andrew's back. And when you think about how the whole dropping unfurled, it is valid as that scandalous clasp which lighted the quarrel where Logan Paul said he would have rather not stage Andrew Tate was based off simple out-of-setting clasps. It was additionally very deceptive, as Logan Paul himself was once stopped the whole web for his shocking demonstrations in the Japan woods back in 2018 and has cleared his direction back once, allowing a subsequent opportunity, yet isn't willing to do likewise for another person experiencing the same thing. Something else fans have gotten down on Logan Paul for is his dedication with regards to his sibling and KSI. He favors business over blood, and Andrew Tate called him out on this too. Logan is closest companions with KSI, who's beefing Jake Paul. Does that even appear to be legit? Brother, I've had individuals say you wrong and I've hit him directly upside the head. You understand what I'm talking about? Like this. He's a peculiar buddy, like he's clout pursuing. He'll clout pursue anybody. Logan, very profound man, and you can see all over he's extremely furious and incredibly annoyed with our prosperity and stays there and attempts to say no. He ought to be restricted. He ought to be prohibited. And I was watching it going, the most awful thing about this isn't what he's talking about. It's that he doesn't actually accept it. In any case, this closes the present video. Make certain to buy into PortionTube for future VIP recordings and turn on that post warning ringer so you pass up no future transfers up to that point. See you in the following one for